at once. A lot of shit. I feel a lot of shit been hitting me at once. Tired of the stress and told my bro to roll the runts. I feel the love, but they hate just as much. Hoes want attention, they don't get enough. I take the lean, I don't do no double cup. Keep some OG in the raw, make sure it's stuff. Take my time with this shit, can't never rush.
That's a nice song.
Right? That just flow.
Yo, we back. Hot Society Podcast. We back, man. Episode 74 in the building. We back. You already know, man. I'm your boy B High, your host today. B High Society on Instagram. Make sure you go follow the Instagram pages. We got Saz24 as always in the building.
What's good,
Make sure
man?
you go follow him as well. Then we got Jazzy back in the building. What's going on, Jazzy?
Ding. I need like a bell.
There you go.
There it is.
There you go.
Ding, 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 ding. Because I'm special.
How y'all been? What's going on? Episode 74, Jazz. How you been?
I miss y'all. Y'all gotta
Miss
invite
you
me
too.
We
more.
missed you up here.
Miss you too.
I invite you, but you be busy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you
It's
turn up,
her
like, fuck
life.
y'all.
She
Shit's
busy
like
in
that.
life, man. As you should.
But
Respectful.
we was off last week. You know, took a week off. It's all good though. You know, my birthday celebration. I had to, take a little time. Just a week. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Time for yourself, man.
Just a week. But
Celebrate
we back.
greatness.
We've been PC though, man. Persistent and consistent for a while, man.
74 episodes. That's not hard. That's
Yeah.
not easy to do.
Nah,
What?
it's not. It's not at all.
That's not easy to do.
Nah. And every week too. We've been here every week. So listen, man, y'all out there, TV land, YouTube land, internet land, whatever land you in, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit one of them buttons right down there. And you know what I mean? Do all that. Hit the button, man. Yeah, just do it.
Shout out to Marv
do
on the
Definitely,
the
man.
ad libs. That's
Just
what
do
you
it.
could.
Just do it.
Always
Just do
gonna
it.
come
Yeah,
through.
man. Because the likes, the subscriptions, and all that help us grow. It help, you know what I mean? If you're a fan of the show, it helps get it out to more people where we can continue to bring y'all these shows each and every week. So make sure you hit the like button and subscribe and show some love and all that. But yeah, man, besides, I had a birthday this week.
Happy birthday, man.
Thank you.
How it feel to be a year older?
The same. I still
same.
feel like I'm stuck at 17, but that's
Them
just me.
days is over.
Nah, it's just me. You know what I mean? I'm still 17 if you ask
Mentality,
me.
baby.
Every time you get older, I'm like,
His
damn, I'm getting
mentality
older
is young,
too.
boy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I
man.
like on birthdays and stuff. Like, what do y'all like to do on y'all birthday?
I like to celebrate. I consider it a holiday. I don't want to work. I don't care if I'm on the beach. I want to celebrate. I want to get drunk. I just want to celebrate.
See, you don't have. You good. You don't have kids, so you could be.
Stop excluding me out of conversations
No, you
because
good. You don't have
of
kids.
scenarios.
It's
is
a
a big
difference. It's a
fact.
big
It
difference.
is, though.
Birthdays without kids and birthdays with kids. Because without kids, you allowed to be selfish. It's your birthday. You know what I mean? Rightfully so. But even if it's your birthday and you have kids, like
You want to include them.
yeah.
It's automatic.
Shit, them kids getting dropped off.
I mean, I had the option to do that. I had the option to either drop the kids off and go do celebrate, do my thing, or I'd rather take the kids out and have them. I don't know,
Celebrate
like
with you.
it just.
Can we get an applause? That's a real
that's real
father
nigga
right
shit
there.
right there. That's real father
Real
shit.
father shit
That
right
is.
there.
It just seems more.
It don't make a lot
They
like
don't,
them.
because most fathers like, man, fuck them kids. I'm
Exactly,
going
but that's what you're supposed to do.
That's what you're supposed to do.
in a
You right.
sense,
You
know
right.
what I mean?
Yeah, like when you get a certain age, like what you gonna do? You just gonna have a birthday cake with candles and shit, like you know what I mean? Just take the kids out, man. Especially in times like this, cause this kids is not out. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have a
If
point.
they not in school, they can't even meet friends and shit like that. The
Yeah.
kids just don't have friends.
Yeah, the social skills is really suffering. You dig? So
Like kids really don't have friends these days. Like if they not their family member, like where would you find
And
friends?
YouTube. I mean, I'm just saying that's what they on now. YouTube.
Like
but-
your son plays sports, right? So he able to find friends throughout
Sports,
his teammates.
and it's been really good because I link up with past teammates that I played ball with. They got kids
now.
so we
Yeah,
link
that's
them
dope.
together.
That's dope.
Oh, that's dope.
You know what I'm saying? So it kind of like it's showing like, all right, and he really hasn't suffered from the lack of social skills because of sports.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So that's why
good.
it's important to just plug them in something. You know what I mean? And take them out.
Pop this.
Yeah, pop
rosé.
that, man. Pop that shit,
Don't
baby.
pop it over
Talking.
here. I need my forehead.
This
But,
your
Ding,
lap
ding, ding,
around the
Mars.
sun, you heard? It's a lap around the sun.
The COVID shit in Texas is loosening up. Like I heard the governor of Texas, he said, you know, people have been lost so many jobs, businesses have suffered so much that he is tired of it. Something has to give. And he's opening up everything 100%. Businesses can run at full capacity. No mask mandate.
See, that's where he fucked up at.
What, the mask part?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to open your state, cool. Take your own. Like that's fine. I don't. At this point, this is the new norm, and we have a vaccine out. So it's either you're gonna get in line for the vaccine, or you're gonna go out and do what you do. Cool, but masks still need to be mandated until it's under control. You know,
Definitely.
they just rolled out this vaccine a month ago or 2 months ago. 2 months ago. So at least like the end of the year, you know, let's.
So
What
you
about the
saying to
summer?
Wait, so you saying to wait and see, like the outcome of everybody being vaccinated before.
You lift the mask mandate, correct?
And you know, I started just peeping things. You know, that's why today I got my second vaccination. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like, I started just peeping. Like, people really getting these things. Like, as far as even like the wealth and the people that have all these influence and power, like they really over here running
they
to
smart.
it.
They getting that shit.
So now I started just peeping game. Like, all right, nah. Something ain't right. You know, if Bill Gates and all these dudes is getting it.
They getting it.
I mean, do we know if that's what they shooting in their arm? Or I mean,
I can't- I
be
can't-
what's the shit? Saline. They
But I
shooting in
can't
their
be a
arm.
judge of that, right? Because
I get
I'm
what you're saying.
I'm
Yeah.
not there, so I can only take. Ooh, yeah, nigga, pop that motherfucking bottle.
I did not mean to do
Pop
Mark,
that
you need to-
shit.
Mark, you need to zoom in
Nigga,
on my
that
face
shit
on
can
that
take an
one.
eye out. That shit can take an eye out
I
for
don't
real.
fuck with those. I be
she gonna be a meme. She gonna.
Yo, and left a white mark too. You see that shit?
Marv, I'm gonna charge you for that
We
shit.
gonna make you a meme.
Don't do that, cause I don't like popping them things. I be scared.
Nah, I did not mean to do that. I think it's hot. That's why it didn't do what I
So,
needed it to do.
just a little recap. My boyfriend's birthday was in February, so we flew out to Jamaica for his birthday. It was. Oh, let me add a little. You know me. Let me add a little bit more.
We flew to Jamaica.
You can't multitask.
I can't multitask. Okay, we back on. Flew out to Jamaica. Beautiful. I
Okay.
mean, when I'm telling them, people was so nice. Like everywhere we went, welcome home. The resort, everybody was nice. The food was so good. The drinks was. I was drunk literally the whole trip. So they gave us a lot of champagne, but it was his birthday. So we had like 2 bottles in a room. When we went on the excursions, they gave us a bottle. So we had a bunch of champagne bottles. He was just popping them shits the whole trip. My scary ass hiding and shit. Cause I'd be scared that thing popping somebody's eye and it'd be the rap. Now I'm in Jamaica in the hospital and shit and crying cause the shit in my eye and I gotta call you.
Nah,
and
you don't worry about it. I mean, you might have a nightmare of champagne corks and shit, but it'll be all right. Like, you're not gonna get your eye poked out by a champagne cork. But
Yeah, but
Nah.
out there it's crazy though. We went on an excursion. A guy was saying that the money, like their currency, don't mean shit. Like it's really expensive out there.
is the COVID is like everybody masked up in Jamaica, like how they is out here?
Resorts on the resorts they are
How about
because
in the town? Like, where the
I went
people
into
at?
town. It's not mandated. Some people are like you see them walking the streets. They are, but it's not like how it is out here.
Okay.
And the guy was telling me, he was like, we don't believe in vaccines and all that stuff. They
Oh, yeah,
do a
they
lot
more
of home
holistic.
remedies.
Yeah,
Holistic
they stick to
remedies
it.
and-
They stay to it.
Mark, can
Yeah.
you hear me? I think
We can hear you, Jen. What's wrong?
I can't hear myself. Okay, as long as you can hear me. But yeah.
They got a lot of holistic remedies they use out there and all that. But like in Texas, then they had something with the weather. Like what happened with the weather? They
Oh,
going
God.
through snowstorms in
Storm
Texas.
fucked them up.
snowstorms. What the
Snowstorms.
fuck? Snowstorms.
And
in
They
you know-
wasn't
Texas?
used to it
And
prepared.
it wasn't because even that
I didn't even
wa-
know it was snow in Texas like
They
that.
what?
though.
That's
But the way they built the houses, bro, the houses was caving in from the snow. So much snow on the roof.
But it wasn't that much snow. It
But
was.
that just shows you the installation and how they built them houses.
They're built to protect against hurricanes, but it can't be built
That's
against
because
snow.
see geographically, right? See, this is the thing. If you notice in certain places, things are built different, right? If you look at LA, it's not like a lot of high-rise buildings as far as residencies. Everything is, if you got a house, most likely it's just one floor. Homeowners in LA, because they got earthquakes. So you don't want to be on the second floor in an earthquake.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is why they
that.
have, and then over here, everything is so densely populated. So they build up.
Yeah.
So everything in New York, everybody's up in the air.
Yeah.
If you go down south, everything is built according to, I guess, natural disasters or whatever. You got, like you just said, in Texas, they built it towards what's
Hurricanes.
hurricanes and shit, because you're in the Gulf of Mexico. But they not prepared for snow. Just like in Louisiana, if it's snow, they don't have salt trucks or snow plows or
Even
shit
Florida.
like that.
Even Florida.
Like, it's no point of having that. Like, if it's not, it's like
That's
never
probably why. And it
snows.
was
So it's
icy
like,
out there. They wasn't prepared. I get it.
It was like in Atlanta a few years ago. They wasn't prepared. They had a snowstorm, I believe, like 4 or 5 years ago.
But they wasn't fucked up over that. What happened was the town or the state electricity cut off. They purposely cut the lights and stuff off because they wasn't prepared. So that's what really fucked them over. The snow, yeah, but they ain't have no heat, no running water or nothing. So that's what really fucked them over.
But like even with the snow, right? Like that means they had to probably cut it off, or it was probably gonna overheat or overpower or something like that. You know what I mean? Because like, why would you cut off a system?
the governor was leaving Cancun.
He went to-
he was in
right?
Cancun with his kids.
See, and the governor didn't even want to give them no assistance. His whole thing was like, yo,
Figure the shit out.
figure it out, basically, which is sad to live in a state where your governor don't really. There's just a lot of them, but to be that bold about it is pretty sad.
Yeah.
It really is. So,
Purposely
speaking
saying
of
it.
government, man, like they just passed the George Floyd Act.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's called the House approved the police reform bill named the George Floyd on March 3rd.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what's up. What is it? So what's
So
the act about?
specifically, it's like basically any police brutality or anything that comes from a current situation will be investigated, and actually, if some things have been broken, it's under that act, which will now you
Result
have
in consequences.
It's consequences.
But who's investigating this? That's what
Yes.
that's the problem right there.
and but it's an issue because they passed that, but they won't pass the Equality Act. And the Equality Act will help arrest, just everything as far as, the big highlight for me was to stop discrimination for federal funding, employment, housing, and credit in jury system.
yeah, that's big.
That's why they won't.
That's
pass it.
big. Like, that's in the Equality Act. You feel me? But they won't pass it. They won't pass it. It's right now, it's just stalled up. And another one is the Emmett Till Act, which goes against any hate crime of a civil rights movement, which now, or of any type of movement like that. So in North Carolina, when somebody got hit, right, with the car, and Trayvon Martin with the guy shooting him because he's black and he was scared for his life or whatever, he will get charged. You know what I'm saying? But they won't pass those two acts, but it's interesting that they passed the George Floyd bill. You know what I'm saying?
They not gonna pass. See, it's the thing is, right? Did y'all see the movie Judas and the Black Messiah?
I couldn't. I fell asleep on it. I couldn't get into it. I'm not a fan of movies like that. But go ahead.
It's not about the movie per se. It's about the whole the message of the movie. Like Fred Hampton. He was a chairman of the Black Panthers, Chicago. I don't need to give y'all the history on Fred Hampton. Everybody know, but just things like that is the reason why they're not gonna pass an Equality Act. It's people out there who feel that minorities coming to rise is a threat to their way of life.
Of course, yeah.
is a direct threat to their way of life. So it's gonna be a fight, like whether they come out and say it or not, it doesn't matter. Like we know it's gonna be a fight, and they don't want that to happen. You feel what I'm saying? Like
For real.
the reason they shot that man in his sleep. It's sad, man.
Nah, it is. And they don't want that to happen. They
Rest
poison
in
the
peace,
black
Fred
community.
Hampton, man.
Speaking of movies,
That shit
anyone
gave
saw The
me
Girl in the
hope.
Basement?
The girl in the basement.
No, I have not.
What the hell
Nobody's
is
seen
What
it?
is
I
that?
haven't seen it either, but we could talk about it.
What
How
is
we gonna
that?
talk
It's
about
based
it?
on
None of us seen it.
because we heard. I heard about it. Have you heard about it?
No, I ain't
Yay!
heard about
I get to break the news. Woo, Mark. Ding,
Alright,
ding, ding, ding.
Go ahead, go ahead.
All right, so it's a Lifetime movie. It's based on a true story.
That's why I ain't hear about it.
Yeah, it's based on a true story. So what happened was, the girl, she was turning 18 soon, right? And she's like, she was gonna run away because the parents was like real, hard on her or whatever. The
How
dad
you run
kidnapped.
away at 18 though?
When she turned 18, she was gonna leave the house and say,
That's moving out.
"Oh,
That
I'm
ain't
sorry."
running away.
Well, not running away. All right, so moving out.
He caught him.
We're gonna edit that part out.
Nah, go ahead. Keep
All
moving.
right, so the dad took her in the basement, and she was living in the basement for like 20-something years. He had the girl had 7 kids, so he basically raped his daughter. It's based on a true story. Yeah, so that's all I know. But we're gonna get into it next week because we're gonna watch it, right, guys?
Yeah, we'll watch it.
Yeah,
We'll watch
it's
it.
crazy though. But
That sounds crazy.
just for like, how could you do something like that to your own child? That's sick.
No, yo, it's situations out here that I feel bad for the kids, man. I know a situation where a kid was repeatedly raped by his grandmother, man.
What? She was sticking. Never mind. Go ahead.
Did y'all ever see?
You know what I mean? It's crazy out here.
But did y'all ever watch? It's some things on YouTube. Like what's that shit? Chris Hansen, the Nightline shit, Dateline, whatever the fuck it's called. With Chris Hansen, How to Catch a Predator.
Yeah, I seen it.
It's the most interesting show in the world. Like it's because predators, right? They all say the same shit when they get caught.
What? It wasn't me.
No, I was only gonna talk. We was just gonna talk. They all say the same shit. This is why I love this show, because when they get caught, I just want to hear what they gonna say, and they all say the same exact
It
thing.
never fails.
This how you know they lying, because they all
And how
say
many times
the same.
you watched it?
Well, I don't know. I watched it a lot, but you
See, look, you know that.
But
Dude.
yeah,
I
like
watch a
you watch
similar show like that.
every time they get caught, they all say the same exact thing. But that's a sickness. Like, you feel me? Like, I don't know if like that's definitely a sickness. Like,
It is.
It's
man.
2 shows I'm watching. One on Hulu. It's called it's the 2020 episodes when they interview different stories that happened around the world.
Nah, I didn't.
You
see
never.
that.
It's okay. Anyways, another show really quickly. It's called Pain Masters or King Pain.
Pull me up,
What is
birthday
it,
boy.
King? Anyways, it's these 2 retarded motherfuckers. They're not retarded, but it's these 2 people. They go out to South Africa in different areas, and they catch these animals, and they like really be letting them bite them to see how bad the pain is, and they rate it on a scale
This
from
is
1 to
Wild
30.
Boys?
That's some.
No, it's
Why would you
King
do that?
Pain. I'm gonna Google it, but it's funny. Y'all should watch it.
And what's it? What channel is
It's on Hulu.
That's like
Pain
why?
Masters or King Pain, King something.
Yeah, I'm not gonna watch that.
They
damn
go
shit.
out to South Africa and they be like catching these little hornets and different types of bugs and stuff, and then they be
But
like stinging.
speaking of South Africa, not to cut you off, you know. Mm-hmm. You know, I go by many aliases in this world we live in, and one of my aliases is Prince Akeem. Believe
the
it or
fuck
not,
outta here.
I lie to you not. It's people in this world who calls me Prince Akeem, and they actually bow when they see. I'm lie to you not. I swear. you think I'm bullshit?
You know what I'm saying?
She think I'm bullshit. I swear, it's at least 3 people in this world who calls me Prince Akeem and bows when I walk past. I'll put you on later. But Coming to America came out March 5th.
I like it.
That was yesterday, right?
What do
He
you
was
think?
born on the 4th,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, it was yesterday. But I watched it the day. Amazon Prime, you know, if you got it, you watched it. But, you know, how did y'all feel about the movie? I'm going to start with Sass, because you chopping at the bitch. She gonna
Yo,
give
I
it
thought
5
the
stars
the casting was phenomenal.
You thought so?
I love the casting. Yo, I love the clothing. Whoever designed the clothing, like for the wardrobe,
This is why we related. I
like
don't know
it was
about you.
dope. It was dope. Like the jacket that Eddie Murphy had on, even though his belly was sticking the fuck out, like
Oh, yeah, yeah.
He
crazy.
old as shit now. What the-
Ooh, but damn,
My father belly
Prince
stick out
Akeem
too.
got
but
big.
god damn. But all right, but yo, other than that though, I felt like the plot was ass. Like the plot is they stressed it. I kind of was dozing off in and out of sleep. I kind of couldn't like, that I knew that was gonna happen. I knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah.
They used the same exact plot as the first movie, the same exact plot. But cause when you do that, when you use the same exact plot for a sequel, like halfway through the movie, you know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like soon as he looked at the barber like a certain way, I'm like, okay, she's gonna be the Lisa or whatever, and then I just gotta figure out who the other girl is, who was what's her name, Tiana Taylor. I felt like it was more. It was kind of like, it felt like kind of like you watching a family reunion on screen almost, because there's so many cameos.
And like a singing play.
Yeah, it was almost like a theater play a little bit.
Y'all pushing it now.
No, I'm giving you because if you compare, I'm comparing it to the first movie.
Okay.
So it was kind of theatrical, like sort of like a play almost.
Hollywood, very Hollywood.
I think if they were, I kind of wish they would have shot it. This is gonna sound crazy because, we all with the black owned shit. I kind of wish they didn't shoot it at Tyler Perry Studios.
That's where it was shot at?
Yes.
Yeah.
In Atlanta. This is why you get the cameos we get. This is why you get certain, all them cameos it was only because they was in Atlanta. If they was anywhere else, some of those cameos wouldn't have happened. Some of the casting was good, but like, why you got Mutombo there? Why is Mutombo in the movie?
Who the fuck is Mutombo?
I know, like, and he did the
that, like I don't.
That's
wanna,
a basketball player, famous shot blocker. Yeah,
like that was a little too
African.
much for me.
He's African.
Can I get my view of the show?
That's the only reason we gonna get. I'm gonna get to. It was a good movie. I thought it was funny. I think they delivered on that. They delivered on making you laugh, and they delivered on. It was the casting was okay for me, and I think they delivered on the funny. But other than that, I don't feel it was actually needed. So how do you feel, Jazz?
Yay, it's my turn. Name one movie that has a sequel and is better than a first.
Oh, that's not it.
No, I'm
You want me to name one?
Yeah.
Home Alone.
Home Alone 2 is better than Home Alone 1.
Yes, that's a fact.
Okay.
I think everybody will agree with that.
Like you said, I do agree with the casting. I love that they had Tiana Taylor, a lot of black, people that's underrated. Oh yeah,
I think it was a little too much though. But
you think so?
Yeah, I think it was the cameos was a little too much for me.
I feel like Coming to America 1 was shot how many years ago?
30 years, a little bit over 30 years ago.
So much has changed within those 30 years. So for it to be exactly alike, it's a hard comparison only because what happened 30 years ago, far as like what was hot is not hot now. So for example, when the girls came in, before Tiana Taylor came in, they did their little dance with the band. I loved it only because once I was in the band before, and the moves, what is the choreography that the girls was doing was dope.
It was dope.
It was
modernized. It was updated.
Exactly.
To today.
See, you got the words what I'm trying to say.
I get it though, like that. The way they did it, at first I'm thinking of the old movie, and then I had to realize that this is 2020 as far as as far as what they depicting. It's 2020, so it's modern. So once I got that through my head, I was able to accept it a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just such a fan of the old movie. It's kind of like, and then the time in between, I think they just should have left it alone. I wanted it before it came out. I wanted the movie, but now that it's here, kind of wish they would have just left it alone. Cause the time if they would have did it probably 10 years later,
A little bit better.
It would have been a little better.
What's the movie that sequel came out much later?
This is 30 years. This is a long.
Yeah,
sequel.
so it is. It's long.
That's a long. I think Bad Boys.
The third Bad Boys, I didn't like the last Bad Boys.
The last one is the third one.
3,
right?
I didn't like it.
Yeah, that was horrible.
That was hard. Thank you. Oh my God.
I like The Matrix too, though.
I don't even remember none of the Matrix. I watched them, but I don't remember.
Bad Boys 3 was horrible, and I love Martin Lawrence, but it was too fake, and it wasn't.
It's the storylines. Like when you do sequels, it's certain storylines that you got to mix it up a little bit. Like sometimes it get kind of repetitive, and you can kind of see what's gonna happen next.
Right.
Shit. Like, but on to some hip hop news, man. Cause you know I like hip hop.
I'll take my nap.
I like hip hop news. You feel me? You got your boy. What's this nigga name? CJ. Whoopty. I'm outside this movie. You know. You heard that song.
Is it a movie? Yeah.
You heard.
I like the
You ain't
move
hear
it.
that
I
No.
like the move it. Move it.
What the hell is you talking?
What
I
you-
said Whoopty.
I was born in '95.
This song came out when 2020.
2020.
Oh,
You heard it on the radio.
Whoop.
You ain't.
We
yeah.
gonna have to play. I'm gonna talk about that
Alright.
next week. Go ahead.
CJ Whoopty.
How it go? Whoopty.
How it go? Whoopty. I'm outside this movie. Some shit like that.
Some shit like that.
I don't know what the fuck he be saying.
Hey, that
I'm
no.
looking up, man, because
You heard this.
Marv, can you help me out, Marv?
Nah,
I'm
we can't
surprised.
play it on air. Copyrights. We can't play that.
All right. Well, I don't know.
But anyway, you know, he getting called out. He trying to be the next, I don't even want to say that guy name, but you know what I'm talking about. The next six guy. 6 with the upside down 6.
The next, yeah, I don't know. Wait.
He trying to be like
She don't know.
they
It's
trying
okay.
to say that he basically stole the whoopty phrase and trademarked it. It's like we come up with a phrase on here, somebody watches it, likes it, and before we could trademark it, they make a song with the phrase that we created and trademarks it. How you feel about him trademarking a phrase that has been proven that he has no association with this blood gang?
That brim.
Yeah, he has no association with Brim whatsoever. He's basically perpetrating fraud, and he stole a.
I don't like
a
it. I don't
phrase.
like it one bit because as far as character wise, now you just showed your flaw. Like you just showed, nigga. All right, you might get popping with this shit, but you showed. You know what I mean? Like you a biter. You not a leader. You a follower. You just showed that. So you might get popping. You might get live, and you're gonna do all the shit. But your hand is gonna get exposed because what you just did. You feel me?
That's gonna see the thing with I think he could have did it without the blood association. I think he could if he would have just stole the whoopty
But
phrase.
just because you went on the brim, like that whole brim shit, and then you not even brim, bro. Like
But
you
now
kind of look crazy.
But not even that. You bringing a whole bunch of unnecessary problems to your
Of
to your
course.
doorstep.
Yep.
Of
You know,
course.
when you tour, I say this all the time because when you rapper and you got a tour, it's people who know where you're gonna be before you gonna know where you're gonna be. You know, you got road managers who book your shows months in advance before they even tell you about it. All you know is you got the money coming in. You're not really worried about that. But it's probably some brim guys in that city who sees this flyer and they gonna be waiting for you.
I know, and so that's the whole fake pump that he did. He gonna have to eat the ball when it come back. You know what I'm saying? Like when that shit come back, he gonna have to really
Well,
take it.
it already happened. You know, they got him on camera beating him up already.
Yeah, but that's not like that's like allegedly. You know what I'm saying? But
I seen it. You ain't see it?
I seen it.
But they trying to say it wasn't him?
He just trying to deny it. It's his team is trying to deny the shit. Like
Man, I seen it.
he ain't come out publicly and be like, you know.
Well,
what
I
I
got
mean?
my ass whooped. I mean, like,
Which
listen,
is more respectable than getting your ass whooped and keeping quiet about it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's the bravado in the lyrics that people say that suggest the otherwise, that you shouldn't be getting your ass whooped by one dude. Like the shit you rap about. You feel what I'm saying? But hey, to each his own, man. Much respect to that brother. Dope song. I heard he got a new song out that's doing good. I just hope he, you know what I mean, don't go to that guy path.
yo,
I
you know
don't
what
wanna
it
say
is
his
though?
name, that guy.
And I know he's a younger crowd. This young generation got it all fucked up.
All fucked up.
All
It's
fucked
too
up.
many new rappers. I
Like,
can't keep
In
count.
a sense where just because nigga you got tats on your eyes and face, nigga, don't mean you can get your fucking ass whooped, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it don't like, but that like you said, that bravado, that like that gangsterism that they feel that they are a part of because of certain things that they're doing. Now they move in that certain way, nigga. Like,
But see, hip hop been getting more disrespectful. The younger it gets, the more disrespectful it been getting. Now you even like we already know about the smoking on your ops, which I
Yeah.
don't agree with at all. Even if this guy was my arch rival. Like, if he passes away, I'm not gonna be dissing the dead man. Like, that's just don't make no sense to me. To me personally, like, I'm not. What the fuck? Like, what does that do for me? He's gone.
Yeah.
Fuck you keep. Like, he can't even. Like, you don't even know if he can hear you. Or not. Like, what the fuck is the point? Like,
It's crazy.
But we got. I don't even know if she's a rapper. Like, I guess she's like a hybrid nowadays. You know, rap and R&B is the same nowadays. There's no more R&B. It's all one.
Who? Maybe I know him.
No, it's a female. She actually from Jersey. Coy Leray.
Yeah, I heard it.
Coy
And
Leray.
I'm in a party.
I need to hang out with y'all because I don't know who y'all talking about.
Benzino's daughter. She from Jersey. She got a new song. You probably heard of the song.
Little
you
Dirt
just ain't
featured
heard it.
on it. It's
I
nice.
listen
You
to
probably
the
heard the
same
song,
songs.
But you don't know who
she
it
is?
is.
Okay.
This Benzino's daughter, right? You don't know who Benzino is either, do you?
Light skinned dude
Yeah.
from Love and Hip Hop.
Well, that's crazy.
That's wild.
That's crazy. How you know?
That's
crazy.
wild. That's
He was
wild.
dating
That's
Red, Carly
you
Red.
See how that's
Yeah,
a
that's
gener-
crazy. That's crazy to me.
That's the girl shit. I mean,
No,
let's
like-
talk about Love and Hip Hop. So
No, it's crazy because how you know who Benzino is. Like, I forgot he was on Love and Hip Hop.
yeah. So
But
who
if it
is he
wasn't
though?
for
Other
that-
than that, Love and Hip Hop. I don't know.
He used to be the head of Source magazine.
Oh yes, he are.
That was probably his highlight. I would say he was a rapper, but
Is he a
that's probably
producer or
his
something
low
other
light.
than the Source magazine?
No, he was a rapper too.
Oh, he was a rapper.
Yeah, but he was mainly like the head editor or the head person of the whole Source. Like,
Source magazine is his highlight.
Yeah.
So that's why I say
Remember
Source.
the Wrap It Up magazines with the posters? No, just me.
But anyway, Coy Leray, she had a song, right? And in her song, she basically disses her own father in the song.
Wow.
And
Imagine that.
I just thought it was, you know,
Imagine your son making a song. This is so
God, that's
yeah,
fucked up.
it's fucked up. It's fucked up,
That's
man.
fucked up.
It's fucked up.
You'd be like, man, you should have starved.
But look, here go her in the song No More Parties, her lyrics, it go, I'm too busy getting this money, counting this cheddar. My daddy let me down, but I promise I won't let up. I wanna say fuck that man, but this shit won't make me better. Me and my brother still beefing right now cause he ain't get that letter. Now, first of all, the first couple bars ain't even rhyme, but that's not besides the point. Like, how do y'all feel about that situation in particular, or kids growing up and like, damn, disrespecting
It's
her father
disrespectful.
in the song? Now, I'm gonna shoot her some bell because it don't say this part in there. Like, her reasoning, which me not saying is right, is because when she wanted to become a rapper, which she obviously successful in it now, so she obviously knew something. Like, she knew she was on the right path, obviously, if she's doing it now. And you know, he didn't support it. He didn't want her to become a rapper, especially rapping about the things she was rapping about, like female rapper. You know some. No father really wants to hear your daughter rapping some Nicki Minaj type lyrics,
Not at all.
which I get it. But he wanted her to finish school, do all that type of thing, and he didn't support her, and she feels some resentment towards that.
School is not the answer to everything.
It's not.
It's not. Like, to be honest, I have a degree and I want to go to culinary school now. Like, school is not the answer. I wanted to go to school. I'm happy I got my degree, but school is not the answer.
It's not.
But back to your point, I mean, if that's what she want to do, people change paths. Like, you could have a career
I'm be
path
honest with
change.
you, like,
Career.
I'm
change
in
path.
graduate school, about to graduate. I just did that for a significant, like a secure bag, right? But at the same, I make more money off properties. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got 3 properties. I make more money off of that than I do with me going to grad school on some real shit.
But that's smart though. You get the security and then you go venture off into your own
mean,
things.
so definitely it's not that.
But how do y'all feel about the point of the kid growing up and becoming what the parent didn't want to support?
You gotta say fuck it.
And then
I think the kid is right.
it's right to
Not
basically say
not disrespect.
in like a hit song, like you.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
But she knew she's smart. She's smart because she knew that line right there is gonna hit. You know what I'm saying? Because niggas is gonna catch on. Like, oh, your father is Benzino.
So
like,
you saying it was for marketing purposes?
yeah.
But he's offended, so obviously.
Of course.
But what I'm saying is, it's not like, oh, we came up with this plan. My daughter gonna diss me. We gonna
Nah,
get some.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So obviously it wasn't.
But that's a smart move, and I think that she's just being honest.
yeah.
You don't know what's going on behind closed doors.
feel me?
He could
So-
be cursing her ass the fuck out, calling her all types
He could
of
just be
D's
giving
and
her
stuff.
money, but don't got that connection.
no.
See, sometimes parents could be the biggest dream killers, right?
Yeah.
Like sometimes parents reflect their fears onto the child. If they feel like they can't do something themselves, they can't possibly see how their child could even do it. So if they afraid to do something, sometimes that can happen. But then again, on the other side, man, this guy Benzino, you know, he did a lot, man.
He did.
He did a lot for his family financially, and you know he took him out the hood and put him in mansions, man. That's more than I could say for a lot of fathers, man. For 90% of fathers in the world.
You can't say that though.
No, what I'm saying is how many fathers actually took their family out the hood and put them in mansions and showed them a different life. Like, I mean, he should get some type of appreciation for that. No?
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
If you
more than that.
on now, but if you get on or anybody, you know, you gonna do the same thing
It's
for your
more than
family.
that.
That's
It's more
just
than that.
expected. Yeah.
I used to have that same thinking, right? I'm gonna be honest with you. My girl, she was in the hood. I bought a condo. I took her out the hood. She was living on 4th Ave. You know what I mean? Right across the street from Chinese. It was bang, bang, shoot 'em up right there. You feel me? I took her and my son, and I moved into a condo. Nice, quiet little spot. I used to think like that, right? But then I understand there's more to that shit. It ain't just... Because that you... It's like a female, especially, and kids, right? It's a whole emotional tie to the shit. It ain't just like...
The financial part, you saying he's just not, but I don't know if he was like there and
see, that's what we don't know.
Early on, they say he was. He said he was until, you know what I mean, him and the mother broke up and they went their separate ways.
That's
or
no
whatever.
excuse. That's no
It
excuse.
isn't.
No excuse.
It isn't. But you gotta understand. Sometimes when you live a certain life and you traveling a lot, you gotta be in different cities here and there. Like this is this man's job. Like, what is he gonna do? Go get work at a warehouse, and then she gonna complain that he don't bring enough money in the house. And you feel what I'm saying? Like it's a
Yeah.
give and take. Like what is he to do? This is a man
It's
following
it's
his
a tough
dream.
situation.
He make it in his own right, make millions of dollars. I mean, I think he deserves a little bit more respect than
Of
that.
course, but you know, she's what just got into her 20s, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah,
But
she's
young.
on the rebellious.
she's young, so
she's
she's
in the
on
rebellious
yeah,
stage.
It's like wild country and little country. It's like a cadet, and you know what I mean.
She's young.
I
I
could
just
battle
don't think, especially for a father and daughter, I don't think that we should even. It shouldn't have even made it to this table, to this platform. She shouldn't even put it in the song.
Right.
The one line wasn't even that witty to me. You could have left that out.
You're right.
Like the song is dope enough to do what it got to do on his own. Like you don't need the shock value. I don't think she needed.
Pause. Okay, but you have
ahead. Talk to me.
rappers that diss their fathers in songs and give all the credit to the mother. Same thing.
Well, no, they dissing their father because they didn't even know their father.
Yeah, but it's
Not
some,
all of them. Not all of them. They knew him.
They
but
knew him,
just-
Or,
yeah,
or
they
their
was
father
dead.
wasn't there, or they
That
didn't do
too.
anything. This you can't compare Benzino to those fathers we talking about.
well, I don't know
don't
more
know.
about the
We don't
story to really
know.
speak
We
on
don't
it
know.
though. So
I just think when a child does that in such like public view, something's up, bro.
yeah, they hurt.
Something up.
Young here.
I just think when once she gets probably like 10 years from now, when she gets a little bit older and she really sees how the sacrifices you have to make and she has her own kids, when she has her own kid, I think she's gonna look at this situation a lot different. I think she's gonna look at it a lot different.
You will.
Cause she's gonna start to see what her father had to go through and her mother and her parents in general had to go through in order just to make their life normal. Cause there's a lot of things parents go through that the kids don't even know nothing
Don't
about.
even know nothing. Yeah.
Can
They're
y'all
not
relate
even
that in y'all
thinking
real
about-
lives now?
Oh yeah, definitely.
I
Like
mean, I know. See, me personally, I know I won't grow up to have that problem. As far as like, I'm not saying that my kid won't ever disrespect me, whether it's subconsciously or they did it on some not knowing they actually disrespecting me or not. But like in the song, no, that won't happen because
But yo,
Auntie
because
whoop ass.
because like you said, not even that. Like a father, your presence is enough. Just you being there, you don't even have to say nothing. Just you being in the house has an effect on you on the children. Without you giving no life lessons or discipline or nothing, just you being there alone gives them something. Now, I'm not saying that's all you got to do. Just sit there. You got to add on to that, but that's the start. Just being there,
Especially because nowadays that's not normal. Even past the past couple of years, 20 years, you know, for
Shit
a
wasn't
father to
normal.
be in a household, it's always the single mother raising the kids, single or plural. So if a father is in a figure, if a father is in a picture, it's like, oh, you know, you lucky. But in reality, it should be, that's how it should be. We need to normalize both parents, you know, being in the picture. They don't have to be together because, you know, it's okay. If it don't work out, it's fine. But being in the picture is important.
And that's why you said, like, if you could personalize now, like I was saying, as I got older, I understand my father, right? Like, I understand him. So, like, that's why I'm there for him. Like, he ain't in the country. I'm cleaning his house and making sure. Because now, as a grown man, I understand what you had to go through. Even though I'm not saying you 100% right.
Yeah, you understand certain things.
But I understand certain things.
Sacrifices
The sacrifices. And
and
you was here. Like, even though you had to work, you dropped me down with my cousins and we was good. You know what I'm saying?
It's
like,
a blessing to have your father in your life.
So
though.
it really is. So you understand. So she will, you know, later on understand the mistakes.
But then again, she got the silver spoon. What was it, the gold spoon in her
the
mouth?
golden spoon.
No. I wouldn't say that because according to her and her life story, she was working. Like she had a job. I wouldn't say a golden
So
or
she
silver
might
spoon.
be mad about that.
I say she have a plastic
You feel
spoon.
me?
No, because he.
He might be.
No,
she
no,
might be mad.
I don't
about
think
that.
she mad because he actually kind of like fell off at that point. Like she said, it was a time where, you know, everybody living in mansions and everything is all peaches and cream, and then all of a sudden things just stop. You know, at the time, Benzino hasn't been making millions of dollars this whole 30 years or 40, however long he been out.
Right, we ain't talking about Mabel, the daughter, because she literally got the silver spoon in her mouth.
Yeah, I would
And
say
she acting a fool.
But, so did you see it when she was like,
She
turn that
acting a
shit off?
fool.
But she was
Like,
on live.
yo, what's wrong with her?
Yo, that
I
girl
don't
on a
even-
yacht
I
with her
don't pay no
newborn
attention
son.
to-
She
She a
just
mess. Like
Yeah.
on some real shit, Floyd. I'm disappointed. I'm
he could,
disappointed.
I don't know what he did with
You
that
didn't
one.
put the hours in to prevent the thought hours. You
The
didn't
thought-
do it. You didn't do it.
Floyd,
You didn't do it.
Floyd was busy on that speed bag, man. He
know
said,
what I'm saying?
listen, man, this is a $40 million check. What's more important?
Damn, I
What we doing?
But if you see, obviously now it's more
Let me
important
see
to
what
be
his
with your
net worth
daughter.
is.
But
in
you
a
gotta
sense.
understand. You gotta understand the type of guy Floyd is and his lifestyle, which is gonna reflect on your daughter, whether you know it or not. See,
damn 1 billion.
him doing the lifestyle, him living how he lived, that affected his daughter, and we seeing that
see all
manifest
that
in front
shit.
of our
Even
eyes.
the choice of men, like I understand, you know what I mean? He's a hot young rapper and all that, but
Ain't no way in hell I'm laying
you
down with
don't
that nigga.
understand this nigga is
Hey, listen.
He's in a tornado down destruction.
I'm
on
a regular
himself.
person, and I'm
Listen,
still ain't
she
going for no
is-
nigga like that.
She
A regular
is too.
chick.
She said, "Listen, man.
You know what I'm
look,
saying? Like
7
this-
baby mothers though.
7 baby mothers. Your little brother is in jail. You know what I'm saying? You out here, like your mom was a prostitute. You like
listen to
shit is
but look,
crazy.
Look, she been rich her whole life, right?
Pretty
Stupid
much.
rich, right? You understand? So her access to certain people hasn't been there her whole life.
She gonna always like the bad
She
boys.
finally get access to the people she want to have access to.
Yeah.
To the people she thinks. See, when you born into money, you're not thinking about, oh, like we came up. It's just this is normal. This is
Yeah.
life. This
I
is
have a
all
good
I
example
know.
for that too.
This is all I know. This is life. And the people, you know, your father, rich, could put you in any school, put you in these nice, elaborate schools, and these are the people you're around. Then you see, hold on, this is a whole nother world over here. And these people come into my world, but they came from a different world. I want to see what the other world like.
You're right. Just how we want to see what that world is like. The rich world is like. Well, I do,
But when you come
too.
from the
Me
bottom
too.
and then make it there,
It's a little
you
bit
got
better.
appreciation.
Yeah.
Instead of just being there the whole time.
Right. And
People usually
girls like bad
end
boys,
up-
man. They
I don't.
But girls in general, you know that.
I learned my lesson. I don't want no hood nigga.
But in the beginning, right?
No,
but you learned your
I
lesson.
learned. Look, Mark.
But you fell into the
that
trap.
should leave you in the dungeon. Yeah, but
Talk on it. Talk
I
on
ain't
it.
talking on that shit. That's the past. I'm happy now. But look, period. But like you said, so Kevin Hart, he did a special, right? And it just came out probably a couple of months ago, and he was saying how
when he was in his house.
in his house during the COVID thing, and he was saying how his kids, for the first time in their life, they flew commercial with their mom, right? Their birth mom, not the cute chick. So, and he was like, the kids
they
was
mother
calling.
ugly or
No,
something?
not
Nah,
like
nah, I
that.
get
But
what
I'm
you're saying.
saying, like, I don't know her
I know what you're
name.
saying.
And
Go ahead, keep going.
so he was like, yeah, he on a special, he like, yeah, my kids for the first time they flew commercial, and they was at the airport calling him like, Dad, they took off my lotion. What the hell is going on? And it just opened his eyes that for all their life they flew private jets and planes, so they don't know what it like to go through TSA. And I don't know if you go through TSA when you fly private, but you don't, right? But and it just opened your eyes. Like, I never flew private. Like, so just to see those two different worlds, like, you got people out here that only fly private. They kids never even touched a JetBlue or Spirit
Private,
Airline.
you pull up to the hangar in your car and get in the plane.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying? So that just it's just different.
It's a
Like,
different
it's a
world.
different world. But like you said, you come from the bottom and you make it up. I'm happy from where I'm at now.
What?
Speaking of
Like-
the bottom and taking steps down from the top, we can go to. It's something I always suspected that been going on
I was looking for this.
in the retail business.
Yes.
Something I
Speak on
always
it.
knew been going on.
Speak on it.
I would say 2015, somewhere around there, we was blessed with StockX, for what that's worth. StockX came out, all these resale services, and that's big business. It's kids out here who are kids and young adults becoming millionaires off of shoes, literally, and in less than 2-3 years. You could become a millionaire off of sneakers if you have the right sneakers. Millionaire,
right.
literally. Now, that raised some eyebrows. Like, man, he making this much money off of shoes. They actually making more. This kid's making more money per sneaker than the actual company is making per sneaker.
Yep.
So that makes you think, like, some of these people has to be getting involved in this. And we
I know
see
where you going with this.
it has.
Nike.
Nike exec.
The head of Nike exec.
North America.
The head of North America Nike. Her son has been
Oh, she's a female.
yeah, her son
Wow.
her son had I think it was either an online or brick and mortar store. I'm not sure if it was online or if it was brick and mortar, but he has a store, West Coast something.
Mm-hmm.
And he been reselling sneakers.
Yep. Using the mother's credit card.
cards.
The
He
business
bought-
credit
The,
card.
the
He
company
bought like
card.
$100-something thousand worth of shoes.
Not 100, 132,000. my nigga.
Dollars worth of shoes.
Damn.
So if you bought some
Where the
Nikes
fuck they
from
put them
StockX,
shits at?
from what, the shoes?
In the garage. Oh, I'm guessing the warehouse. He got money. Your mother is the head of Nike.
I mean, shit, it don't matter. That's money. You put it in anyway. I put it in the fucking garage, put them shits in there. You feel me? In the store, whatever you doing. You feel me? If he spent 100,000, 100 plus on sneakers, I'm pretty sure he could get like a store.
Yeah.
And it was a
Something like
business
that.
called West Coast Streetwear.
West Coast Streetwear. There you go. Like, how you feel about that? Like, you feel you've been
Yo.
duped?
I feel like I've been duped, hoodwinked, bamboozled.
Because y'all sneakerheads.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
All the.
But you never purchased anything from StockX before?
Yeah, my Como. Well, my boyfriend bought them, but yeah, the Yeezy stuff that you can't really get. Some ones, yeah. But I'm not a sneaker person. I'm more of a UGG girl and sandals,
See,
so I don't really do sneakers like that.
I would feel better if I knew that this was coming. If I'm paying extra and it's coming from a person, like if you shipping it to me, all right, cool. You did your due diligence. You got the sneaker. I want it. You have a price. I'm willing to pay. Cool. But you work for Nike. Like my nigga. Like,
But that's
give
not
it to
always
me
the case, though, right?
What you
With
mean?
them, you saying a lot of the sellers and buyers. Well, the sellers are random people. That's why they have to ship
But
in.
we don't
to
know
get
that now,
verification.
Now
with this
we
news coming out. We don't know this
I'm
now.
not sure who the sellers are. I'm thinking now that because you know sometimes you go on StockX, they got sneakers on there before they even come out. So if you buying them from random people and sellers, how are they on there in abundance?
It's called plug talk.
Yeah. He made 20 grand profit.
See, I believe that this
I think it's more than that.
yeah, especially how shit.
If he's
we don't
spending
even know how long
130,
they've been
that's not
doing it.
even what percentage is that?
We don't even know how long they've
calculating
been
my
doing
head.
it, but this is what I'm saying. Like, I'm not sure if that's even like this chick. She probably been. I know she was in on it. This is her son. You know what he doing.
Yeah, of course you have to. I mean, so she stepped down. She stepped down, or
resigned.
She had to. She
Yeah,
had
she
to.
resigned.
She had to.
She had to know.
she probably said, like, I mean,
They do it. That's what they do. But
So if you buying
white
sneakers
people
off of StockX, you probably just buying them off of Nike at a higher price.
Yo, but
Hey,
white people been doing this, bro. This is why you got these, like,
it's not only white people, it's everybody.
it's everybody. But
You talking about the Nike? The people.
I'm talking
working-
about for 40 years, bro. Let's like a 40-year span. Not even fucking sneakers, bro. White people do this for any position. They do this. This is what they do. Like, if a girl's going to law school and her father's a judge, she's gonna be a prosecutor. That
Oh, you
judge,
talking about like nepotism type of thing?
yeah, like that
yeah.
judge is gonna write that girl's dissertation, and she's gonna be a prosecutor, even if she don't know shit.
So, all right, would you
Yeah, you have
not
a
do
point.
that for your son?
Yeah, you have a point.
I would, because at the end of the day, no bullshit. I peep game. Like they
You want
been,
your son to be on.
They been doing this, bro. They been like what? A kid in my class, she's going for a psychologist. She's doing psychologist. Her mother is a fucking psychologist. Who you think writing her papers?
Yeah.
Shit, not me.
Like,
I hate writing
But you
papers.
feel what I'm saying? Like they do. That's what just been going on. So as a black man, hell yeah, I'll do that for my son.
Yeah, I couldn't say.
I mean, for the
wouldn't.
love of your child, you'll do anything. I mean, if I have when I have a child, I would do anything too. So it's just
Look
But
at the
see,
whole
that's just
the
normal
scholarship,
shit.
the college thing when the lady went to jail for
Oh,
the
yeah,
shit.
yeah. You do
oh,
want
with
them to.
Hart, yeah, something.
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Yo, bro, that's what they do.
But that was some bullshit, though.
It's a balance though, because you do want your child to earn things
Yeah.
and to actually
course.
know what it is to work for something and actually be able to appreciate it. Because if they just get everything, they gonna have a sense of entitlement. You wanna,
Spoiled as hell.
you know what I mean? But opportunity. You know what I mean?
If that kid gets into law school, now it's like that kid is in law school.
I like
I'm a judge.
I like what Ice Cube did. You know, when they did the NWA movie, he gave his son opportunity.
That's it.
That was as far as his nepotism went.
That's it.
He didn't just automatically give him the role.
Yeah, no.
You my son.
Yeah.
It's a movie about me. You look just like me. Yeah, of course I want you
Yeah,
to
he
play
looked
it.
just like
Here's the
him.
script.
Give you
Learn
the
this.
opportunity.
Yeah.
He did his due diligence. He did the work. Went to acting, took acting classes and all that. The whole 9 yards.
That's going to be history too.
And did what he had to do.
He
got
looked back
so
on
many
that.
roles
Yeah, he
from
looked
that.
back on that and to see that I played my father in a film like
And
that.
he got
that's
so
dope.
many other opportunities, and
Yeah.
that's the nepotism that
He looked
happens.
just like Ice
But at the
Cube,
same
yeah.
time, I think that shit is warranted, especially with us as black community.
Yeah,
we
we need
so
to-
behind.
Shit, I mean,
It's getting better though. It's getting better.
I mean, like shit. If we could do a lot more nepotism, we would. But it ain't too many parents in position to.
That's
even
the
put
thing.
nobody else
That's
in-
what I'm saying. It's gonna get better with this generation.
Yeah, I
and
believe so.
It's gonna
I
get
believe
better.
so.
It's gonna get better. We
believe
we
as well.
are available to more resources and we know more. So it's gonna get better.
I think so as well, Jack.
Yeah, because kids like these kids
By the
these
time
days
your
don't
son
even get
25,
ass
yeah.
whoopings like no more. Kids don't even get ass whoopings. But that's neither here nor there, man. But we had another over the past 3 weeks. Another dope series, man, that unveiled a lot, that uncovered a lot.
So much.
No pun intended.
You gotta watch
uncovered
it.
a lot.
You have to
What-
watch it.
what is
Hip
it
hop
called?
uncovered.
Hip hop, you have to.
It has it's
It's
basically
interesting.
following the
So interesting.
It's basically following the story of 5 behind the scene figures in hip hop. We have Deb Antony, who was the manager for the likes of Nicki Minaj,
That's
Gucci
Waka
Man.
Flocka's son,
Mother.
mother.
She
Big Dad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she managed Gucci Man, French Montana, all that. Then you had Big U. He was the manager for Nipsey Hussle. Famous Rolling 60 Crip.
Okay,
You know
go
who
ahead.
Big U is?
No, but I'm following.
We got Bimmy from Supreme Team, Queens.
Run DMC. He was
Okay.
behind Run DMC.
I used to like that show.
He was used to like Run DMC show.
No, the Run's House show. Yeah, sorry. Can y'all remember my age? I'm only 25.
Okay,
Like,
all right,
please
all right.
factor
And
that
we
in when
have,
y'all talking to me.
We got who else? Who I'm missing? Trick.
Trick
She
Daddy.
don't know-
No, Trick. Not
she
Trick
don't know nothing
Daddy.
about that.
Trick. He from Detroit. You probably gonna know. Then we got
Eminem. He's behind Eminem.
Okay, you see how we coming together as
and
one? You know?
Haitian Jack, which is my favorite on there.
Akon. It's like, no.
Haitian Jack is my favorite.
I
on
understand
there.
why he's your favorite, but that nigga,
The way
he's
he
petty.
talk, he petty as shit.
He's
The way
petty
he
as
talk
fuck.
is amusing to me. But he didn't forgive Tupac at all.
At all.
He don't forgive Tupac.
Did I see the
you not
Biggie
do
story?
that? Yo, that shit was dope too.
I didn't see that.
I like they had
I
his
got a
mom in
story
there.
to tell.
You'll like it. Yeah.
Yeah, shit's
His
dope.
mom was in there. He had his boys from the block, and they was telling the story.
No
It was,
bullshit, bro.
They had clips from when he was alive, like back in the
No
day when
bullshit.
he came up.
Biggie was the best rapper we probably were gonna ever get, ever.
He was before his time. I
Ever.
believe so.
Just off the what in that story, how they described that shit,
Yeah,
bro.
which I believe. I was young when he, passed away. So, but like the songs I do know of him, I like them.
What you talking about? You wasn't.
Was I born? I don't know.
No.
I wasn't born when he.
No, you wasn't.
You was just you.
Mara,
was
you
in
need
the-
to be on my side. You over there
Probably was
shaking your head.
like a
Jasmine, you was
pacifier and
I
shit.
believe you was in you was baking in the oven.
I was in the. I was baking.
You was baking in the oven when Biggie
Oh,
smoked.
well, shit. I messed up.
He passed away when I was young. No, he didn't. No. Yeah, you was
Man.
young, actually. Yeah, you was. You were.
Let
You were
me know
a
what year
fetus.
he.
You were a fetus when he passed
Biggie
away.
Smoke, because y'all
But
trying
yo,
to play me.
You know how he learned how to rhyme, his rhyme patterns?
How you
From jazz, bro. From jazz, like Coltrane and famous drum players. He learned how to get his cadence to where it's like, if it was a famous drum player, I don't know his name, but he'll like do sporadically drumming and then he'll like hit with the bass. But that's how he learned his cadence. Like,
Oh yeah, like percussion. That's
percussion,
right.
like he mastered that shit by the time he was 16. Like, because a jazz player in the hood of where he was growing at,
playing music.
it was mentoring him. You know what I mean? Was playing music, letting him rap off of the trumpet that he'll play. I'm like, oh, this nigga, he was a musical genius. He was a musical genius.
Wordsmith, like none other. You know, like him and Tupac, he was young, man.
I know.
He was young. When you
Yeah.
think about, like, when I think about how just the brain capacity and what they was able to do and the things they were able to say at those ages,
Yeah.
like the type of music that they make, like it just seemed like you listening to somebody, especially Tupac. It seemed like you listening to somebody who's 50, 60 years old with an ocean of wisdom behind him. The guy was only 23, 24 years old.
He died at 25.
21 years old as some of them, when he made some of the most thought-provoking records he had. You know, some of his more ignorant records came towards the Death Row days. But before that, you know, Dear Mama and all that, these records he making at 21 years old.
And that's when I would say hip hop was actually real with this shit, because that's what Hip Hop Uncovered was basically saying. Like, these motherfuckers, they was basically saying hip hop right now is lost. Like,
What's the craziest story from that series that you didn't know, that you found out from that story?
the whole like Big U and Nip shit.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Like, I ain't know they squabbled. You know what I mean? They did like they little like, you know what I'm saying?
Nip got DP that as a famous rapper, man.
As a famous rapper, he got
That-
DP. He had to take his discipline being a part of a game. As a
I
famous
That's
got-
what
I got
DP
even
mean.
more-
What DP mean?
discipline. Yeah, I got even more respect for Nip for
you
even
know
doing
that?
that. Cause it's like, yo, you this guy, you in the world, in the eyes of the world, you just like you. He's the top rolling 60 in the eyes of the people who don't know. But in L.A. in their neighborhood, he's not.
No.
He still has a bunch of people he has to answer to when you join that organization. Now, Big U, I mean, on the podcast a while back, I said that I think he has some animosity towards him. Now they revealed it. There was a lot of rumors going around that Big U had some jealousy towards Nip, that he had something to do with him being murdered. Now, he was moving a little funny. I thought it might be some truth to that. Not the getting murdered part, but just having animosity. But now we see that he doesn't have animosity towards Nip. It's more towards the family.
Yeah, I gotta go to the bathroom, man.
Go ahead.
Wait, before you go, before the record, he was killed in 1997, and I was born in 95, so I was 2 when Biggie Smalls died.
Okay, so
So
right,
for the
you was
record,
2.
I was 2. I was 1.5 because he died in March, so I wasn't fully 2. But thank you.
So you
Give
right,
my
you
credit.
Right. You right. I thought you
Baby,
was born,
baby. It's like
I thought you was born in 98, so that's why.
you know damn well I wasn't born in 98. I came into your life in 1995, and I was one of the best things that happened to you before you had your kids. Clap, Marv. Marv, we need to
clap.
thank. Oh.
95, right?
Yo, shout out to my nigga Bobby Smurder. He's
Bobby
home.
Smurder is
It's
home. Bobby Smurder is home. Welcome home, Bobby Smurder. Bobby
Yo,
Smurder.
he got, I don't know you want to wait, but he got mad love when he came home.
Yeah.
Simply because
gave
he
him-
didn't snitch, and he took one for the team.
Well, not only the
Well, not team, but
No, I get what you're saying, but not only the no snitching part, because he could have just not snitched and went in there and did his time. You know, they only offered, he could have been home 2 years ago.
right.
They offered him 5 years, and he took an extra 2 years so his man could get 5 years less, so they could have the same amount of time and come home
Would
at
you
the
do
same
that?
time. I mean, yeah, if it depends. Well, it depends on who the person is.
Yeah, it depends on the person.
I'm not
Depends
just
on
gonna-
a person.
Yeah, I'm not just gonna do that for just any old body.
Like your
We
co-defendant, you just get fucked up with somebody, and you just like,
Yeah, like we started doing crimes together a month ago, and you know what I mean. You want me to take extra time for you? I'm sorry, man.
That's
I'm not
family.
gonna do nothing to. I won't do nothing to give to help the police.
yeah.
Fuck him over, but I'm sorry, my nigga. Like shit.
Nah,
they
but
gave
shout out
you
to
your
Bobby
time. They
Smurder,
gave
though.
me mine.
You use the bathroom quick as hell.
That's how we do. Hot side, you may take quick pisses in here.
No, okay, you have a lady on the
Had
set,
an ear
so
dry.
we don't do
Take
that.
quick pisses.
Ain't
in
no
here.
tissues
We
in
don't-
there. I had an
Shit.
ear dry with my napkins and shit.
Take quick pisses in hot society.
Hell yeah.
But yeah,
But
I don't
to
got
me,
nothing to do with
To
that.
me, I felt like that shit was long.
Bobby Smurder is home. That's like how you think he gonna do as far as his
You think his next record gonna be hot when he do drop a song? Like,
he's gonna drop a song. It's probably one out right now. Like
because
as
I
we
feel like his shit gonna be ass, to be honest with you.
what's the name shit was ass.
Rowdy.
Rowdy Rebel shit. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't think Bobby shit gonna be ass because like Quavo already probably got a song with him.
I mean, that's another topic. But Quavo, alright. But like Bobby Smurder, Rowdy Rebel came home. He did a song. I don't think he should have did it with Nav. I'm not sure how that even.
That's his homeboy, Roddy Rebel.
Yeah, that's the one he took the extra time for.
So he came home before Bobby's murder?
Yeah.
Yeah, but only like a month or something.
Oh, okay,
months.
so nothing. Oh,
I believe they was in different facilities.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Shit. But he came out with a song with Nav. It wasn't. I mean, it was all right. It wasn't that big splash that you want.
right.
when
Like
you
how
first
his
come
hot
home,
nigga
man.
hit the
I'm
record.
sorry.
Like,
I don't believe Nav. Like
Oh, you
fuck
talking
is
about him
Nav?
talking? Yeah, it's like yeah.
I'm
he's-
sorry. I don't like if Nav.
You
You the
heard
one.
the song too. The
You,
pop, pop, pop.
when back in my days when I was like young and shit, you one of the niggas I plot on. If you in the club and shit, Nav, and you one of the niggas I plot on. It's fucking still off on.
no, we have positive vibes. We don't say things like that, guys.
Back in my day.
Oh,
you
well,
know,
yeah,
I
back
was-
in your day, but now we adults now. We on a
Nah,
But
whole
just,
different.
I'm just saying his presence.
Yeah, I don't know who you're talking about, but
his presence and what he talks about.
He's a Pakistani guy who talks a lot of shit.
Shit,
As far-
okay.
Not like shit like talking shit to people, but like his music. He talk. I mean,
like he like that.
yeah, like gangster rap. You feel me? Like, but it's just that the image don't match. That's all it is. But then again, you never know, man. Especially, man, the nigga from Pakistan. You know what I mean?
Nah, I understand.
Got AKs. He got an AK for his 3rd birthday. Man.
Trust me, I understand. My shout out to a couple niggas I know that's Pakistan, man.
Niggas get AKs on
niggas
their
got
3rd
the
birthday.
guns on
AK,
deck.
guns. Oh.
Gun connects and the yayo connect is crazy. It's crazy, my nigga. But at the same time, I don't believe you. I don't believe you, Nav.
It's funny that you said that, and I don't mean it, this might come off wrong, but y'all understand me. So we was in Jamaica. We went out. We was like in the town, right? Not on a resort, off the resort in a town. So we pull up to this jerk spot because he wanted to get real jerk chicken. So next to the jerk spot, it was 2-3 type of stores. It was like a shopping mall, right? One of the guys, they were Indian. They wasn't black. Clearly, they had their shopping center. Then was a black guy. The guys was really trying to get us. You think I'm going to support, no disrespect, but you really think I'm going to come and spend my money in your shop when I'm not going to go support the black guy? He was really looking at me crazy. Like, so we walking down, and he's like, yeah.
Hold on, I'm sorry. The jerk spot wasn't a Jamaican guy?
No. It was a strip, like a IGA type of scenario,
Okay.
right? You had Scotchy's jerk, which is food. We placed our order. We wanted to get souvenirs and stuff, right? So we went out of Scotchy's, and it was 2-3 stores. One store was owned by a Jamaican. Mm-hmm. The other store was owned by Indians. They wasn't.
Pakistan.
He
Yeah.
felt some type of way.
And he was like, hi, trying to get us to come into his store. And I'm just looking at him like, you really think I'm going to walk? Like, no disrespect to him, but I'm going to support my people before I go in there. I'm just sorry. I'm just sorry. Like,
And I'm glad you did that, Jazz.
yeah, because they're not making no money out there. And it's sad. They not making, it's bad out there.
I got denied, no bullshit. An Indian dude at a store in Secaucus 7-Eleven, he denied to serve me.
Yeah.
Bruh, for whatever reason in his mind,
It was a convenience store?
convenience store.
One of those little Crosser stores.
Yeah, Krauser's. Yeah, like this
Krauser's.
motherfucker. I'm telling him what I want, and he just ignored me, bruh.
You was down there by that river.
Hey,
Exactly,
man.
Yeah, I used to work down there
Exactly.
at Gucci. Yeah, I know
Right
what you're talking
there.
about. Yeah.
bruh. Like he just ignored me, so I just walked the fuck out, and then even this white lady pulled me over and was like, "That's a damn shame what he just did." So
See,
you was right. You was right.
No disrespect to nobody, but
Nah.
it's just at
'Cause
times
they'll
like
do it
this,
to us over
they
here.
would.
If
Like,
somebody do that to, like, I'm be honest, like, I know I shouldn't be doing this, be ignorant sometimes, but like when shit like that happen, I'll get like super disrespectful. Like, I just say some wild shit.
I
Me
know.
too. I said some wild shit.
I can see that coming out of you though.
Like I'm gonna make a show ahead. You want to put on a show? We gonna put on a show. Like we just gonna put on a show. Like then I'm gonna just walk out. I'm gonna feel better. I hope you feel bad at night just thinking about what I just said
What the
to
fuck
you.
you just did?
But after that, it's over. Like what the fuck I'm gonna do?
He denied me, bro.
It's
Like,
his store. What the fuck I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just curse you the fuck out and then leave. Go to another
so
store.
you was right by that, Jazz. Fuck that.
because you got the
support
other
your
brother. They hustlers out there. You got the brother out, the black guy out
Shout out to all
there.
my Jamaicans, man.
Yo,
Cool-
he see
cool
my
runnings.
boyfriend.
Cool
He put a
runnings.
blunt right in his pocket. He like, yeah, you like this, man? Put it right. My boyfriend like, nah, bro, I'm good. He like, oh, all right, come, let me show you in a shop. And that's why the guy took us down to the black shop. It was 3 stores. It's like all together, but honestly, I'm supporting my people. Black, African, Jamaican, Haitian, my people.
Okay.
We gotta stick together because everybody else
definitely
stick
do.
together.
Yeah,
But
I
see,
got a
that's the
question.
hardest thing we have in the United States.
I got a question for y'all. Speaking of stick together, I like that, right? Stick together. Got a question. This is a very simple question. What is considered a true friend to you? Like, do they have to be? Like, do they have to meet your kids? Like, let's say you got a friend you never met your son before. Like, can you still consider him a friend? He never
No.
been to your house. Never been to your house. Never met your wife. Can he still be considered a true friend?
You got a wife? Go ahead, answer that.
Yeah, nah,
You don't think so?
cause you gotta see what I'm working with, see my family, like see ones I love. You know what I mean? And also you gotta say some real shit to me. And for example, I closed out on a dope ass deal, right? Over 10 racks, right? Closed out. I'm like, yo, I called my homie, like, I'm about to ball, nigga. I'm about to, like, what you wanna do? I'll pick you up right now. He was like, nah, bro. yo, chill, bro. Like, save your bread, bro. Like, he was telling me all positive shit. Like, nah, don't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Because
like,
if you would have called me, we was going to the strip
you
club.
gotta move like this. You gotta move like that. You don't want to be I was like, yo, that's a real friend. Like, you know what I mean? So I think it takes that because he knows my family and that. It's like two combinations. It's like the family thing and saying some real shit that I went to another nigga. He was like, bro, let's go to the strip club, man. Let's go 1,000. You know what I'm saying? Another nigga said those exact same words.
I get what you're saying.
You feel me?
See, my thing is, like, I believe you can have a true friend. They didn't have, like, met your kids and nothing like that. Like, I don't really see that. Like, I don't know why. Like,
I feel like a true friend gonna have to look out for you, your best interests, and your family. Like, for example, right, one of your close homeboys. Never mind. But
what if I just say, what if I look, right? I could be looking at this from a different scope, right? See, sometimes the hood mentality, I can't really see past it sometimes.
yeah.
Like, cause I look at like, what if your friends in this group of circle that, like, what if some of them do crimes and you know what I mean? Like, y'all might not want to really be around each other's families just for the sake of just keeping everybody, you know what I mean? Let's keep this crimey thing amongst us type of thing.
Well, that wouldn't be considered a real friend though, because you're not gonna have a real friend that's getting into shit and could put your.
I'm talking about y'all getting into shit together type of thing, like, or if you not getting into shit with them no more and they still doing certain things, so that's your homie, but
you don't want to judge them on what they do.
No, that's your homie. It's not judging them, but you gotta be a homie kind of from a distance a little bit because you're not into the type of things.
You have a point, then you wouldn't.
Point.
Yeah, you're right.
So you might got love for him. You might, you know what I mean, y'all might be real friends, but yo, you into this right here, bro. I can't have you. You know what I mean?
But you gotta watch it, right? Because I love mafia movies, right? I love all those gangster movies. I watch them. In all those mafia movies and gangster movies, what do? They invite them over to have dinner with them and their wife, and that person, his wife or his significant other, and other people, and they sit down, they have dinner, they delegate, they communicate. You feel me? And then like they do whatever they gotta do, like, you feel me?
Yeah.
But it's still, you met my family. You know, I see your family.
That's that mafia shit, though.
I see your family. You see my family. You feel me?
See, that's between two people who don't trust each other already. Because the only reason they doing that is so I can have something on you, you can have something on me. So now we can build a wall of trust. Now I know, it's like, all right, now I know where you live at, you know where I live at. Now, you know what I mean? Like, I know where your stash spot at now. So, you know what I mean? Like, that's between two people who don't really trust each other already.
I get what you're saying. I'm from your perspective. I get it.
That's the point of bringing the wives over and shit. So, all right, now I put my cards on the table, put yours on the table type shit.
Yeah.
That's all that is.
Yeah.
Well, more in our spectrum on the end. Like, my friends, I have a few friends that we've been friends since elementary school. Like, in Benzino, because I used to bring him to the house. He used to be mad as hell. I had to drop him back off home. But more of the story is, now that I'm getting older, and I'm like, yo, we really was friends since, since Spencer, since elementary school. Like, club parties, Boys and Girls Club, high school. So, and, like, them my real friends. Like, they come to my house sometimes, but it's... Now that I'm looking at it, I'm older now. Like, my friend Mika, like, one of my real friends, like, she got a baby now. So now I'm, like, real close to her child because me and her done grew up, and now she got an offspring. So it's just, like, now we getting really older now. So it's just, like, wow. Like, we used to be in the living room dancing to club music and shit.
So, all right, so what if you wasn't close to her child? You think she wouldn't consider you a real friend?
No, because I have friends that I'm not close to their children, and we still friends. It's just...
That was my point.
Yeah, you're right. All right, okay.
You definitely have a great point.
I said you have a point. But you took it to more... You didn't explain it like that.
My question was, can you be true friends with somebody if y'all don't know each other's family and don't be around each other's family?
You said kids, but you're right.
I think you can.
Nah, I think you can as well, man.
Like, Marv, that's my guy. I never met his family. That's my
got
guy,
kids?
No, I said his family. I didn't say his kids. But you know how it
Shout
go,
out to
man.
Marv though. Ding ding
Shout out to
ding.
Seriously,
Marv.
man.
Best
He be holding
producer
us
in the
down.
world.
He probably tired of that ding ding ding
He be
shit.
holding us down, man.
Yo, you know, what's up with rappers getting into like rape allegations and shit though? Like,
Woo.
like this been like a trend lately. Like,
Let me tell
what
you
mean?
something.
What,
They be
that
going out
TR?
to these parties and they get drunk and they be trying to get a little, little Dougie going, and then they, the niggas dub them and now they want to pull a rape card. Them bitches ain't getting raped. They getting fucked. That's just period. They ain't getting raped.
That's how I'm looking at
Coming
it.
See,
from a
look,
woman.
hold-
I mean, I don't have experience. I'm
glad
just saying
she
though.
just said that. 'cause
Yeah,
I
like-
didn't want to say that because you know what I mean.
Coming from a woman, I don't have no experience with that, but I'm just saying, like, these chicks are getting dubbed by these big time rappers, and
Because you know you got the latest report is from 5-year foreign, which surprised me. I'm like, yo, this is a young rapper, lit. I don't understand how. And then I seen the chick. Now I'm gonna be honest, like, I don't see it happening. Like, I don't see, and unless he one of them predators that we was talking about earlier, I don't see why he would even
She
do
was a
something like
sleaze
that.
piece.
My thing is, yo,
He
if
was off
you
a pill.
listen what I'm saying,
You
right?
feel me?
Check this out, right? If you one of the littest rappers in the world, or in the country, I should say. I wouldn't say the world for 5-year foreign just yet.
Word.
At least the country.
Yeah. East Coast, definitely.
East Coast, definitely. Like, you could get a nice picking. Like, you don't have to.
it's groupies out here.
Yeah, like you good. Like, you don't have to do that. You straight.
Let's jump into scenario real
Bro, it's
quick.
regular dudes who straight who don't have to do that. Like with no fame at all.
At all.
Imagine
And
Lil Baby.
you got fame, jewelry, money. You got a bunch of people behind
Yeah,
you that's
shit.
willing to, like, I don't see that happening.
Nah.
And then the chick is not even like, she's not no Bernice Burgos and nothing like that, my nigga.
Really?
I don't believe it.
I don't believe it either.
I don't believe it.
These chicks fly into these, like Atlanta, for example, it's All-Star Weekend. Somebody gonna have a rape allegation tonight, like,
That's what I
or
was
this
telling a couple
weekend
of
or
my
Monday.
I was telling a couple of my niggas, yo, be careful out
Yeah,
there,
like
man.
they
And then it's a
money
come
hungry.
up too, especially with rappers. Like, why you rappers get accused of it all the time. I think it's definitely a bit
I
of a
want to
money
get some
grab.
money out of him. Yeah, there's chicks out here that's really like that. Like they really do that. So
I know, man.
Shit, JT just put up a post on Instagram that say, "Good pussy get you a space lens, some shit." She had like a space truck or something like that.
there you go, perfect example.
So hey, I guess that's what she promoting. That's what we doing. That's what we doing out here,
That's what you
man.
doing, I guess.
Good pussy get you a space truck, man.
But at the end of the day, all these rappers, right, they flaunting to probably, create that energy like, I get money.
I mean, they don't have to. Well, some of them don't have to
Some-
flaunt. They do.
They do, right? They getting money. But
Not all of them. Not right
all of
now.
them. But at the end of the day, yo, niggas is getting murdered out here. Like another Houston, Texas rapper
Yeah,
was murdered.
Who?
some nigga.
Chucky Trill.
Somebody.
It's too
who
many.
the fuck said something about that
Chucky
earlier?
Trill. He got killed on the
Who the
interstate.
fuck is Chucky? I don't know that. Who? He got a song. I never heard.
Yeah,
of him
he
before.
got a couple shits with a couple niggas that's in the industry that's big and shit.
I
like
never
that.
heard. Somebody just asked me about that shit.
Yes, he just got killed. You know what I mean? On the interstate, just as
Mo 3.
Mo 3. So now the investigators is like, this is concerning. Why is everybody getting murdered on the interstate in Houston?
It's beef. That's what it
They
is.
catching niggas on
They
the
catching
highway.
niggas on the highway, bro.
But see, like, all rappers are not. Back to the point, because I really don't know. I don't know much about. What's his name? Chucky.
Yeah, Chucky Trill.
Yeah, I don't really know. Yo, rest in peace to that guy though. Condolences to his family. I just never really heard too much about him, but I check up on him. But like, to the rappers are not all getting money, especially now.
No.
Like, we got another report. You know, one of my favorite rappers on the West Coast, The Game. You know, he in some Instagram trouble. See, he.
Oh, you think I'm gonna be on that bitch?
He's supposedly taking money from underground artists, unsigned artists. You know, you ever seen one of them pages where it'd be like from a rapper, you're not sure if it's their real page or not, and they like trying to get money for like a mixtape, like, yeah, you could be, yeah, get a slot on this mixtape and all that. supposedly the game is going into people's DMs, rappers, and saying, "Yeah, I see you working," into a unsigned rapper who trying to come up to
That's
get
big.
a DM from the game saying, "I see you working." That's big.
I thought he was bigger than that. I thought Game was doing his thing.
With the cannabis, right?
Well, not with that. I thought he was good. Like,
Nah,
you
he
know,
making
he
money
ain't.
with
No,
that
you gotta
cannabis.
understand. Like, this shit is bigger than Nino Brown. Like, even though people making money relative to
Their bills
to
are
our
way better.
to relative to the way we live is it's great, rich. But you gotta understand, these guys got mansions in Calabasas. They take care of a bunch of people.
Bills is real, bro.
Even if he making $500,000 a year, it's probably nowhere near enough to cover his
You right.
expenses.
You right.
So, you for a rapper to get a DM from the game, an unsigned rapper to say, and he say, "Yo, I see you working." Off of that, that's big. He got him already. Trust me, like if a motherfucking, you got him. They hook and real right there. He say, "I see you working," they automatically hype. They think they about to get signed or some shit like that.
I know.
So he offered him. He said, "Yo, cash at me $1,000 for a verse or to have a feature on this mixtape," and then they put it on like a secondary SoundCloud account where you only gonna get a few hundred views or something like that. They're
Damn.
not putting it. Yeah, they not putting it on a real platform where they fans gonna hear your music. Like, this is a hustle from.
That's a hustle. But I ain't gonna lie. It ain't no law protecting that motherfucker.
I think they're trying to.
Ain't no law protecting that shit.
It's no legal. It's nothing legal. There's no legal ramifications on
He
his
ain't
part
signed no
yet.
contract or nothing.
He about to get that. That's a hustle.
But because if you just send a motherfucker $1,000 and you think you're gonna get a verse from the game, like, it's kind of. I mean, it's sad on both parts because you praying on people's hope.
Or
And then for
You
the
believe
rapper,
that
you
shit.
believe that shit. Like, yeah, like, you crazy. Like,
crazy as hell.
you crazy. Like, I was actually contacted by a DMX one. It was like a DMX page. I'm not
Yeah.
sure if it was actually him. I'm pretty sure it wasn't him because I don't imagine DMX DMing people.
Yeah. Hook with a nigga.
I don't imagine DMX doing this. Like, I know I wasn't talking to DMX. I know I wasn't. Like, so, like, that shit be a scam, man. Like, you'll end up on a mixtape, but ain't nobody gonna hear that shit.
Nah, you right though. You know what I mean?
So rappers out there, man, if you see somebody, a rapper getting your DM talking about they gonna put you on a mixtape, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it unless you had a way to actually guarantee you're gonna get a real shake at what you trying to get. Like, you feel me?
Yeah.
You had a way to really guarantee that.
But yo, we got some shit coming though. Cause
Other than that, nah.
We got my nigga coming over here. We got him coming with Chad Piff soon, man. We gonna get this
Oh yeah,
shit.
we
poppin'.
gonna get
Piff?
some shit.
Shout out to Chad Piff, man.
Shout out to Chad
He
Piff.
already agreed to it too, man. We
We
gonna
had
get this
somebody.
shit lit.
This is an artist we had up
Shout
here.
out
We
to
gonna-
me. Don't replace me.
And we
gonna
gonna
get
we
some-
gonna make a mixtape in that motherfucking time. I want to put that pressure on niggas, like, you know what I'm saying.
Shit, we
In
probably
4
do
to
it.
5 hours, we gonna try to make a fucking 12 track. You know what I mean? Like 12 tracks. Like,
But what you was telling me about your boy, old boy? Don't say his name. Do not say his name.
Big Bond.
The kid.
Wait.
What did he do?
Yeah, you saw it when he had Trayvon, King Von shirt on and trying to play dead or some shit, saying that would have been my nigga, some shit like that, some clown shit. You ain't see
that
that?
nigga gonna get shot.
I'm the
for
only
that.
one that still follow him. Okay,
Like,
well, he
gonna-
did some
like,
clown shit.
real talk. He's developing, like, definitely around the corner for that nigga. Like,
Yeah,
as far
I
as
don't know where he
harm,
going. I would stay out the way
like,
if I was him. He's
you're like,
just in the way.
Or if you see that nigga, just leave. Don't be around that nigga. You know what I'm saying?
He making the whole world hate him. I don't even know who even support him at this point,
See,
other than
he-
his close friends.
He bugging, bro. He bugging.
He's a guy who, as a kid, as early on, if you watch the documentary, you realize he figured out a formula early on to get himself attention.
Of course.
He's a kid that was with a group of kids that got all the attention, and he didn't. He didn't get no attention. So he had to figure out a way he could stand out. And what he did was he would wear outlandish T-shirts and clothing, things that say like wild shit on it. Like he had like some shit to say HIV on a shirt or something like that. This is the way he would get attention. And once he realized he became like that's the guy with the T-shirts. Once he became that guy where people recognize him for something that he did, a light bulb clicked in his head. And ever since then, he been an attention whore. Yeah. Like his life is to get attention.
That nigga depressed.
And to do outlandish things.
Like something
he going through it. Ain't no way in hell he just let me be an asshole. Like that too.
That adds on to it. Yeah, he's definitely
going through shit. Like you can't even be free. That? You can't walk outside and go to the corner store. I mean, you still a rapper, but still.
He can't do certain things.
You gotta
not
have security with you.
Yeah. He could do things, but he can't do exactly what he want to do.
And and to speak on that situation, I don't appreciate Whack 100.
Whack 100.
What's that?
So Whack 100 is the manager for Game and Kendrick. He's the one on the West Coast, right?
For Blueface, actually.
Blueface, all right.
Blueface, baby.
Yeah. He actually like scolded Meek Mills for his actions, right? Because he's saying he talk all that shit, but like real talk, Whack 100. Like Meek Mill is a platinum selling artist. This man comes through and antagonizes him. And he just got off of all that bullshit that he was handling. Why would he address that in an aggressive manner? That shit don't even make sense. And for you as a grown man to say Meek Mill's a bitch or just in that manner, talk what you talk and move how you move, like whatever, bro. Like you just shitting on our race, like you shitting on us, like
I gotta stop you there. Is one problem with that. Everything you said is actually correct. If Meek Mill wouldn't have made the one fatal mistake.
He made a diss song?
No.
He got strained over it.
No, the mistake Meek Mill made is when this whole first thing came out, when the guy, the kid, the boy was gonna rap. Once we found out he was gonna tell, Meek Mill basically pledged to erase him from hip hop. He made it his job to combat this guy. Okay. Everybody else said, nah, we don't fuck with him.
So he went out his way.
Okay.
But he went out his way to put himself as the guy who's supposed to stop him from coming back into our culture.
I get what you're saying.
He made himself the front man. He did that. Nobody else.
You're right.
He jumped in front of that bullet. So now, when you have your opportunity to do what you said you were going to do, you didn't do it. That's my only thing.
You're right.
Everything else is right. He shouldn't be engaging him at all. You shouldn't be engaging with this guy.
But you took that leadership.
But you the one who jumped out there. See, I think, and with Meek Mill, he got to stay off of, somebody need to take his phone from him. He needs to stay off of
that. Social media is a detriment
to him, yeah.
He need to proofread what the fuck he be writing, because I be trying to put that shit together like, what, nigga, you got way too much money to be fucking up on tweets. That ain't got nothing to do with it, but I'm just saying, like,
he need to stop with the social
like, come on, nigga, like, people gonna repost this, this is gonna make the shade room, like, just out of common courtesy, like, spell check that shit, like, you got enough money to download a spell check app or something, but, like,
I be thinking that too, like,
I'm like, what?
He need to stop with the social media. Like, he need to just promote his music and promote himself.
He already ugly.
And stop with the antics on social, because he put his foot in his mouth all the time. You
saying why Nicki let that nigga?
He put his foot in his mouth all the time, and it's sad because I like Meek Mill. I like his music.
He just ugly.
It's just he just put his foot in his mouth too much.
Does this situation and other situations have you questioning his character? Like,
I question his judgment.
I think he a bitching person.
I'm questioning his judgment of his people around him, and I think he writes a check that he knows he can't cash sometimes. Like, he knows when you build yourself up to a certain point, it's hard to come back down, even when you know you should. You build yourself up as this guy, as this big. Mm-hmm. It's hard, like, because you can't live up to this, but this is what you built yourself up to be. Mm-hmm. So this is where he gets when situations like that happens. He knows he don't really want to do anything to the guy, to the kid, to the rat. He don't really want to do nothing. But you try to make yourself cool and try to get some brownie points from the culture by saying, I'm going to eradicate this problem. That's when you put your foot in your mouth. You know you really, if you, like, that's what...
And that ain't the first occasion. That ain't the first occasion.
Like, with the Drake shit, you put your foot in your mouth. Oh, this guy don't write music.
With Nicki Minaj's husband.
This guy don't write music, and this guy not a real artist and shit. He come back with the back-to-back and all this, and you did nothing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. And then he had another point with the Safari thing. That you did run down on Safari for you taking his girl, and you got him jumped. I mean, you should have slapped the kid or something. I don't know. Wack had a couple points. Now, what I don't disagree with, I think he's too old to even be involved, period.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's too old to be involved in that period.
Who manages Wack? Wack?
No, he's a manager.
He's just a manager.
I think what it is that he felt that...
He's a clout chaser, definitely. But he was right, I believe. But
just off that situation that he had to fight like two white males.
Oh yeah, they jumped. They
tried to jump him.
They tried to jump him,
and he was holding his own. So because of that, now he feels that confidence. Like,
man, Wack knocked out. I ain't gonna hold you. Wack been backing up what he been talking for a long time.
He did though. He been knocking niggas out.
Let me Google
Wack
him.
been knocking niggas. His name Wack 100. Wack knocked out Stitches. He knocked out the two white boys in the parking lot. I ain't gonna lie, Wack ain't really take no L's yet when it come to shout out to Wack 100. So that's
probably why, you know what I mean? Like,
shout out to Wack 100, man. I fucks with Wack, man. But I think he too old to be involved in that period. But I do believe he was right. And you know, he from the West Coast, he looking at it like on some OG gang type of shit. You know, a lot of the termage he was using, the verbiage, is that the right word? You went to college. Verbiage. Yeah, verbiage. A lot of the verbiage he was using.
That's why I'm like trying to tell him he a genius.
He acting a wrong.
No, but he's a low key genius.
That nigga smarter. That don't mean shit.
He's so
smarter.
smart.
Let's not do that. That don't mean nothing.
A lot of the verbiage he was using is like gang shit. Like he was politicking, and you selective politicking and all that, which he was. And hey, man, it is what it is, man. Shout out to Meek Mill. I like your music. I need a new album. And one more question.
Roddy Ricch need a new album too. Don't need some music.
I'm glad you said that because this was my last question before we close out. I want to know, do you feel as a fan, Roddy Ricch is on the clock. He needs some new music. I love Roddy Ricch. Please put out some new music. Kendrick Lamar as well. Do you feel as a fan that you have a
too.
right?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. Do you feel like you as a fan you have a right to as a fan who supports the artist that you have a right to say, all right, it's time for a new album. Like we want a new album.
As a right, I mean, you could suggest it, but you don't know what that artist is going through or what's going on in their life, so you can't say like how they all on Rihanna as, oh, we need new music. Clearly, the bitch ain't making no new music. She got Fenty.
I forgot about her.
Yeah, damn. They always on her ass. Every time the Shade Room or whenever she posts something, we need new music. That girl is rich. She ain't making no new music. She got other Fenty Beauty and stuff.
You do think she never gonna make another album?
It's gonna be a surprise. She don't have to. She don't have to. It's gonna be a surprise if she do.
Have to, bro.
It's gonna come out of nowhere. She's gonna
that
like
Fenty line.
That Fenty line. She a billionaire.
Now that I'm thinking about it, it's kind of like if she do make another album, right? See, this is the problem when you take off this long hiatus.
It's gonna be a hit. But go ahead.
We don't know.
It's gonna be a hit.
But listen,
it might be on some Eve shit.
Listen, people.
Once again,
people gonna flock to it because they fiending for a Rihanna project. So no matter what she put out, they gonna listen initially. But what if it is a dud?
It's a possibility.
Now she probably in her head, she looking at like, yo, like it's too much to keep up with. Like if I was Rihanna, I probably wouldn't do music no more.
Okay, I'm gonna speak for the women
because I'm gonna say like, yo, the level of expectation, you waited too long. The expectation is too high.
Go ahead, Jazz. Go ahead.
Okay,
go ahead.
Rihanna at the point that she's at in her career, she's not up there with Beyonce. but she's on that she's on that
she's
floor with
becoming a
Beyonce.
myth. Like she's becoming like one like a
She's
myth,
an
legend
icon,
type
bro.
of shit.
She's
like,
an icon.
She's an icon. So I feel like if she do drop something, it's gonna be hot. Like for example, Jasmine Sullivan, she came out with a new album. She's been off the charts for a
she
minute.
been doing her thing.
And it was dope, but you gotta be a Jasmine Sullivan fan, or you gotta have
but see,
an
the
ear for that
difference
type
between
of
Jasmine
music.
Sullivan and Rihanna is
I think that was dope too.
Jasmine Sullivan. What the fuck?
Sullivan.
Everybody forgot about her.
Correct.
So when she just came back, nobody was waiting for it.
Yeah,
that
you're
shit
right.
was
And
hot,
it was hot too.
That
We're
shit
gonna
was
listen to that
hot,
on our way
though.
home.
But nobody was waiting for it. That's the thing. Everybody's waiting for Rihanna. So now, if
Yeah.
she doesn't, if it
She
doesn't
don't deliver.
if it's not amazing, it's gonna be disappointing to people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have a point.
It's the reason why. That's the reason why Beyonce just dropped her shit. She don't even tell you when it's coming out.
She on a whole different.
But that's the reason, because
Like-
she don't want you to build up no expectation. Nobody's waiting for a Beyonce album. They don't even think they're gonna get it. They just know one day, maybe in the future, they're gonna wake up and it's gonna be some new Beyonce music.
Yeah.
Then you're just gonna be able to appreciate it.
I gotta use the bathroom.
But when we
See,
about to
you
close
feel
out,
that.
don't worry about it. We about to close out. But when you waiting and you got expectations for something, like it never meets expectations. We
You're
just
right.
talk about coming to America. I mean, you probably didn't have much expectations.
You're right.
But me, I had high expectations. It's never gonna meet it.
That's like them making a white chicks too. And if it don't meet my expectations,
It's
I'm gonna
not.
be mad.
I'm telling
You right.
you.
So,
not.
yo, I'm not gonna lie. 2020 taught me that. 2020 taught me never have expectations.
It's never gonna meet.
Wale
your
taught me to
expectations.
have expectations because that's my favorite song on his latest album. Wow, that's crazy.
Shout out to Wale. I was gonna say something disrespectful, but instead, I'm turning a new leaf.
We're
So I said,
positive. We're
shout out to
positive.
you instead. Shout out to Wale. man.
Shout out to Wale. Like,
I just don't like the way you
seriously.
rap. I just don't like the way you rap, but I think you a good person. You know what I mean?
Can I just get 30 minutes of
you
fame,
wear
bro?
good
30 seconds
shoes.
of fame?
Go ahead.
Let me just explain Wale, right? And I haven't been a big fan of him for so long. A couple of his last three albums,
Hold on,
I've
you
been
get
on
15 if this is
15
about Wale.
seconds. All right, whatever. I'm gonna get 30 because fuck out of here. But his last album, like his songs, and I'm listening.
All right, man,
and I'm
that's
actually,
15, man. All right, so
You know what? You lucky I got to use the bathroom, nigga. Let's go wrap this
Hot
shit up.
Society Podcast, man, episode 74, man. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, man, and be high. That's Sash24. This is
Best
Jazzy. We in the
endurance,
building,
man. We
you
the
gotta
best.
get up out of
Number
here,
one,
man.
baby.
See you next week, man. We out.
You
Make
know
sure
you
you
love
like,
us.
comment, subscribe too. Hit the button right now.
Subscribe.
Right now.
Follow us,
Right
nigga.
now.
I quit the lean, I don't do no double cup. Keep some OG in the raw, make sure it's stuff. Take my time with this shit, can't never rush.